Hello and welcome to a new edition of True Audio Files. We're going to talk about my haul that I got when I was on a very successful business trip down in Orlando this last week or so. Went to a few stores, got a couple of new releases that I'm not going to actually, some of them are up here like these two while I was there. But I got a bunch of used stuff, mostly jazz, but there's some rock here and there as well and other things. And got some fun stuff. I can't say I got anything that I would consider a grail of any kind. Stuff that I'm excited to listen to. And let's dig in and show you what I've got. It's gonna be a pretty short video because that's really all I've got to talk about today since it's been super busy at work and being on that road trip that whole time. So anyway, I went to Park Avenue CD. I went to Rock and Roll Heaven. I went to the Donut Shop, and I went to Retro Records. Those were the ones I went to. If you guys have some suggestions on other stores down there that in Orlando that you guys like, let me know in the comments section because I'd love to check them out next time I go. So anyway, first up are some singles. I don't really buy a lot of singles, but I couldn't pass these ones up because of the condition they were in. So first one up is Ace Frehley, Into the Night, which was actually written by Paul Stanley. But anyway, this is a good picture sleeve version of it. And then another Ace Frehley one is New York Groove. So never have had this on single, so I was kind of excited to get it on a single as well. So next up is Uriah Heep, The Magician's Birthday. Don't know a lot about this album. I'm just starting to try to get into Uriah Heep a little bit. I think he's the lead singer's got a pretty unique voice, and I've liked everything I've got from them so far, so I wanted to check that out. This one I actually think, I know I've got a version of this in a box set, but it's a 33 RPM. This is, I believe, 45 RPM, and it is Iron Maiden, Wasted Years, one of my favorite songs by them. And what's really cool about these, this is a UK import 12-inch single, but what's really interesting about these also is they have two, on the 12-inch singles, they have two previously unreleased songs on there. And, this one has a song called Reach Out and Sheriff of Huddersfield. So, pretty fun. Actually, Sheriff of Huddersfield is pretty funny and really funny, actually. Next up, I think I might have this already. I haven't gone through my collection to see, but if not, it's alright because I'm sure I could resell it, but this one was in really good shape. It is Beastie Boys Intergalactic 12-inch single. There's basically the album version and then the Fuzzy Logic remix on this. So, as you can see, it's kind of a funny cover. This one I know I don't have, so I was very excited to see this. Wasn't excited about the price, but I kind of did some research and it was kind of the going rate for it. So, but it's what you want, or so what you want. Anyway, it's basically got 7 versions of the song on here, and as you can see right there, and I've never seen this out anywhere before, so I'm pretty excited to have that one. I don't know, I probably have heard all of these on some of their kind of hits collections and things on that nature. So, but we'll see. A lot of these are jazz now coming up, but we got Stanley Turrentine. I hope that's how you pronounce it. I'm still a relatively rookie in jazz. Probably only been truly collecting jazz for maybe 8 or 10 years now. Had Miles and Coltrane stuff for years, but anyway. What's nice about this one is it's got George Benson, Freddie Hubbard, Ron Carter, and a few others on here. They're Milt Jackson. So I thought that was pretty interesting. It's an early pressing of that. Next up is McCoy Tyner, Looking Out. I don't remember what made this one, probably should show you that, special, but it was an interesting pickup. This one I thought was a very interesting one. I think this is 4 sides, but I'm not 100% sure. But it's called 4x4, the McCoy Tyner Quintets. And what makes this interesting is there's basically tracks with 3 people that are on there with McCoy Tyner, Al Foster, and Cecil McBee. But then there's 3 tracks with Freddie Hubbard, 2 tracks with John Abercrombie, 3 with Bobby Hutcherson, and 3 with Arthur Blythe. So kind of an interesting take on that. And next one up is Stanley Turrentine again, Straight Ahead. This is kind of a later work, but it has, boy, I wish I had my glasses on. That would probably help. But it doesn't really have anybody that I know a lot about, but it was a relatively affordable record and early, probably, actually it was still sealed, so I thought I'd give that one a try. Another Stanley Turrentine, I got quite a few of his. This is called Turrentine Again. So another later release of his. This one is far from later. This is early. This is like, I think, late 50s on Prestige. It is Jack McDuff, Good Night, It's Time to Go. I'm trying to remember what makes this one special besides the condition. I think there was someone really good on this as well. But I've really been getting into Jack McDuff lately, and this one has the old Prestige black and gray logos on it. And, I mean, it's in as good a condition as I've ever seen a 1950s record. So I had a hard time passing that one up. This one I don't really know much about, but it was relatively affordable. It's Jack McDuff, Magnetic Feel. So love the cover. I look forward to checking that one out. Jimmy Smith I've been getting into a lot lately, and this is The Incredible Jimmy Smith Got My Mojo Working. I'm a little bit hesitant about it though, but I got it for really cheap, but it looks like it's got, some orchestration in it, and I'm not usually a big orchestration jazz guy, but, we'll see what happens. Another Jack McDuff, this time labeled as Brother Jack McDuff, an early Prestige recording, and, or not all that early, I guess it's probably in the 60s, probably like 65, but has George Benson on it as well, so very cool. Early George Benson, right? Another Jimmy Smith, and this is called Bucket. So it's basically guitar, drums, and organ. And an early Sun Ra and his orchestra, Sun Song. This isn't a first pressing, but it's a relatively early pressing, back before he started doing really super out there crazy stuff anyway. We've got Horace Silver, and it's called Silver and Voices. A little bit hesitant because it's got voices, but it's still sealed, so we'll see what it was a cutout. We'll see what it's like. And this one was one that I passed up on at Record Store Day just because I spent more than I wanted to anyways, and I have not been able to find it since because it was one of the ones I semi-regretted not getting. But it's Ringo Starr, Stop and Smell the Roses. Part of the reason why I was kind of disappointed that I didn't get it before is because it's got a whole album of kind of unreleased stuff, and it was a Record Store Day exclusive. So I am glad that I was able to pick that one up. But that is everything that I got in Florida. So let me know what you think. Hope you guys have a great day. I hope you have a great week. I appreciate you guys watching, and you have yourself a good one.